Welcome back, YouTube family and friends. I'm Old School Mechanic James. We're on another part of the rebuild of a Mercruiser 4.3 V6 engine. The last video I showed you guys was putting on the exhaust, how we cleaned them up. We put the gaskets in, but they actually fell out when I was putting on the exhaust manifold. No problem. We go back to old school, just slide them in. A little more difficult when I got the valve cover on, so that's why I wanted to put them on ahead of time with some gasket sealant, and then we can mount that exhaust manifold up. And it's a lot easier if you got a good seal. For some reason I waited a long time, maybe a couple days, and the gasket sealant got a little bit loose and dried up. So anyway, we got the exhaust on. I wanted to let you guys know about my last video. I said I got 4 gasket gaskets. Sorry about that. I had to wait for my left brain to wake up, the right brain. So I got the gaskets that I ordered off of Amazon. I paid like 11 or 12, but I got 4 of them. Remember my last video, I said I was going to see and check and find out from the vendor or supplier if I'm supposed to put 2 on. Well, I'm not on my motor. However, a lot of you guys got bigger engines. You got maybe 4.6, maybe 5.7. Well, you got a spacer. On each side of your riser is a spacer. Well, that's why they send 4 in a packet. So you can put one in between the spacer and the bottom of the exhaust manifold. Then you got the spacer. Then you got the other gasket. And then you got the final flow water tunnel that goes out of the boat, the water tunnel. So anyways, I'm only putting 2 on today. I got the right side on, I got the left side on. We're good to go. In this video, part 9, I'm gonna finish do the installation of the risers, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the water pump on. It's real easy, real simple, nothing difficult. Stay tuned. Be right back. Okay, remember these things are heavy. Together they're about 50 pounds. Separate they're about 25 each. But this son of a gun's heavy. So I cleaned up the inside. Now I know this side is going to the left side of the motor if you're facing the motor. Because remember I mentioned in my earlier videos that it has 3 different bolts that hold the linkage. Well, I know the linkage on my boat is on this side. So I know these 3 bolts go to this piece. So this piece is what's going on the motor. So basically just set it up in there. Just try to line your holes up if you can. Okay? Of course I don't have a bolt, so we're going to have to try to figure this out a little bit. And they're heavy, they're not light. Alright, so I already oiled my bolts. I put oil all over them. I'm going to come over here, get one started down, and just line it up and stick it in. It's really that easy. And do the other side. Get it nice in there. Where it starts to bite, you're on your way. By themselves, they're not too heavy. I decided this time to go split them in half. I needed to change the gaskets, the riser gaskets anyway, so I went ahead and split them. Well, there's 25 pounds a piece, which is a lot easier. All right. All right, so there we go. We got 2 in. 2 more to go. But when I took this piece off last time, I took the whole piece off. Well, you guys seen it in my earlier video. That's like 50 pounds. It is heavy, I'm telling you. With that oil, it makes it so much easier to slide right in there, screw right in with no issues. The bolt goes right in, no problem. So I'm going to torque this down. I'm going to do the other side, but before we go any further, I want you guys to take a look at my water pump I'm going to put on. It's really easy, nothing difficult. I'm sure a lot of you guys have done water pumps before. And if you haven't, so basically I put a little gasket sealant around here. I just put some on before I videoed. And it's starting to harden just a little bit. But I always like to put a little sealant on here for that extra protection so the water don't leak. Okay, so we're going to take my water pump. And the water pump itself, I've already got gaskets on it. Let's see if I can get you guys to turn over this way just a hair. Bear with me. All right. So so here we are with the water pump. Now I've already put my perforated gaskets for the water pump on. All the bolts are there. I don't know why that bolt is so short compared to all the rest. Anyway, story of my life. Okay, so it's real easy. Just mount it up and screw it in. There we go. Once you get one started, you're on your way. The rest of them should line right up. It's really that easy. That is a short little bolt there. Not sure why. Okay, we got her on. That's pretty much it. Not too hard, not too difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten her down. Now later on, this bolt here, I actually have to use it to put my bracket on. And this one down here, it holds the alternator, and this bracket here holds part of the alternator. All these brackets add on as you build your engine. So I got the heads on, and the heads got bolts here that hold brackets and stuff. The water hose all connects up like it's supposed to. So we're on our way. There we go. All right. Let's see if that's gonna take. Yeah, that's gonna catch. No, maybe not. All right, we'll see. We'll check this one out. That's a short bolt there. Not sure what happened. Anyway, we're done with the water pump. We got one riser already built, put together. I got to torque it down. We're going to do the other riser because I got the gasket already on it. It's good to go. All that's left is putting the starter on, the flywheel, the coupler, the lower alternator bracket, distributor. Now I'll do another video on the distributor, and then the modular, and then the wiring harness. The wiring harness is everybody's hiccup, everybody's issue, or everybody's setback or dilemma. You know, I mean, I've done wiring harnesses on vehicles, but you know, nowadays it's plug in, you watch the diagrams, plug them in, no problem. But I'm not real good at following diagrams. However, on the Mercruiser 4.3, it's got a good wiring harness. It's pretty well broke down. What goes to the front computer modular, solenoid, what goes to the starter, what goes over to the alternator. It's pretty well designed to hook up. So I'll get back with you on that. I just wanted to run it through you guys on the risers, the water pump, and we'll take it from there. Thank you guys again for thumbs up. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'm Old School James, Old School Mechanic James. 50 years in the business, building engines, fabricating, a lot of different projects, from small little ATV 125 cc's, golf carts, jet skis, you name it, I probably put my hands on it. Y'all stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Hot diggity dog.